everyone. So I'm going to show you today how I make a couple of my most common cleaners at home. This is really how I started my journey with just experimenting and creating things, was wanting to replace the cleaning supplies in my house, because so many, well, most of the things you get in the shops, even the ones that claim to be natural ones, are filled with toxic chemicals, preservatives, fillers, other things that, I feel like the accumulation of those kinds of toxics in your life can lead to further ailments down the road. That's my personal belief from all of the reading, research, and experiences I've had. So that was a big first step for me, and it's something that you guys can do so easily, and it's just one other little baby step towards living a cleaner life, literally using your cleaners. So here we go. I bought these. I found a site on Etsy. Etsy's everywhere. So if you're in Canada, if you're in the UK, wherever you are, these ones are from Australia, but just have a look on Etsy, ESTY.com, and look for stuff like that, because there's people selling things. So there's a woman online here who was selling me these beautiful amber kind of vintage looking bottles with these really nice labels on them, and the spray top already done. You can often buy these spray tops and just keep your old glass bottles of anything else that you've used. Like I know somebody who uses old water bottles. As long as they're glass, that's what you want. And these ones I love because they're quite hefty and solid. So if they get knocked about a bit, I'm not as worried about them breaking. And they're quite solid when I put them down. They're like not sliding around anywhere. So find yourself some good bottles. And then this is the one I made up. I still got plenty in there for the kitchen. But I like to have a couple spray bottles on the go. I usually leave one in the bathroom just for quick cleaning jobs, or even just to spray down my shower after I've had a shower. It keeps the foam, keeps the residue off. So I do that pretty much after every shower. Plus it gives it this beautiful, beautiful smell. So this is the one I did for the kitchen, but I'm using the same technique for the shower one that I'm going to make now. It's so easy. So you take your vinegar. Okay, I've got this just generic brand white vinegar, and I'm going to pour in about half the bottle's worth. There we go. Okay, so I filled up about half of the bottle. Now I'm going to add in my drops of oil, and you can choose from all of your oils. It's really a personal preference, and I like to change it up each time I'm redoing it, just for a different fragrance. This time I'm actually going to use my lemongrass. Now, depending on the strength of the oil that you're going to use, you might use less or more drops. Lemongrass is quite a strong one, so I'm going to use a bit less than I did when I did my wild orange kitchen one. So I'm going to put I put 20 drops of the other one, so I'm going to do 15. Okay. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Now that is going to be a nice strong lemongrass. Lemongrass is a great one for cleansing, and it's similar, very similar idea to the lemon. I often use my lemon oil for all kinds of cleaning products, and I'm going to do that next in the next thing we make. But just for now, I'm just going to keep it simple and just keep it with the lemongrass. I'll post below here some of the beautiful attributes of lemongrass and why I made that choice, but that's it. I did that, half full of vinegar, my drops in there, and then I just top it up with water so that I'm filling my bottle. And there. Put my lid in. And there you've got your cleaner. It's as easy as that. And none of the nasties in there. So if you have a dog or a child who likes to lick things, which is what happens in my world, I don't have that same, oh my God, reaction when I see her doing that. And for us, in the kitchen, you're preparing food on your counters. This is where you're making food. You're ingesting all of this. So for me, it was super important to have an alternative in the kitchen. And the bathroom where you bathe, you're cleaning yourself. Do you want to have toxins all over your shower and your bathtub? And then you heat it up with beautiful steam. And where's that steam going? Into your system. So here we go. That's it. As easy as that. So that's how I make my spray. And I'm going to just quickly show you, I'm running low on my shower scrub. This is what I use once a week just to clean out my shower and bath. It's just this white pasty-like material, and I'm running low on it. You can see it's like squishy paste. So I'm just going to top it up. I've got 3/4 of a cup of baking soda. Baking soda is your friend. It's great stuff for all kinds of cleaning. So I'm just putting 3/4 of a cup of that into my glass jar. And this is just an old recycled jar. This used to be Vegemite. So, but whatever, old peanut butter jar, as long as it's glass, just start thinking about keeping those things for your little projects at home. So 3/4 of a cup of that. And then how much of this did I need again? 1/4 of a cup of Castile soap. And this is the one that I'm using in the Bromers. You just want fragrance free so that you can do your own oils. It's a beautiful one. And you can get this anywhere. Just research it again. You might want to look online and see where you can get it in bulk. I'm actually going to do that next because I'm using it a fair enough now that it'd be a lot cheaper to buy it in a big container. But I want to put in 1/4 cup of this. So I'm just going to add that in there. Okay. And then just pour that in. Now, it's going to seem strange, but then I'm going to add my oil. Now for this one, I'm going to change it up again. So for this one, I want it to be like an antibacterial, antifungal as well. So that's where I'm going to come in and grab my I'll grab my lemon, okay, and I'm going to put several drops of that in there, okay, and put about 7 drops of that in there. And then I'm going to add some wild orange because I love the smell. And it's a beautiful, uplifting one to do. And that's it. I was going to just add some tea tree, and I might do that after because my tea tree oil isn't sitting in its spot. One of the reasons why it's great to have multiple little bottles from the post I posted earlier. Great to save your old bottles, and then you can actually just have them scattered throughout the house. I'm constantly reaching for something, and I've taken it to the bedroom or somewhere to use, and it's not in its spot. So eventually I will have a little station of oils in all my hot spots in the house. But you can see that this, I'm just stirring this in, and it becomes this beautiful gooey kind of paste, okay? And what I'll do with that now is I just put that on my sponge or whatever it is you clean your shower with and your bath, and I just rub it down, and it soaks up beautifully, fuzzes up beautifully on the surface. Just wash it down. And then if you really have hard scum or something like really doesn't want to come up, then I take my spray bottle with the vinegar in it. I put this on. I give a little squirt of this, and you'll see it fuzz up because that's what happens when you add vinegar to baking soda. It gives you that little volcano effect. So then that just gives it some extra oomph and power. But honestly, I'm just using this. I've been doing this with my shower now for several months, and it's working beautifully. I used to use crazy stuff called shower power, and it smells awful, even though it's designed to smell good, but maybe now I'm more sensitive to it that I've been not using it. But it's just awful stuff. And the list of ingredients, you don't even understand anything that's in it, and it's just doesn't feel good. So I've been able to replace that. And I was dubious at first because I thought, you know, is it going to do the same quality job? You really don't want to have to go in and scrub within an inch of your life, you know, something else is working easier, but I'm converted because this mixture that I've just done works just as well, if not better. And we have a really old shower, so all the grout between the tiles and stuff is pretty nasty. But this stuff has been working a dream for me. So that's it. Make sure you put the lid on nice and tight. And I just store that now. That amount will probably last me a couple months. That's how good it is. It goes a long way. So do yourself a favor, buy yourself a little, like a big bulk amount of bicarb soda, and Get yourself some Castile soap because there's many recipes that you'll use that for, and vinegar. And with those three things and your oils, you're set. And if you've bought the home essential kit, you've got those top 10 oils. So that's what I use in all my cleaning stuff. I'm going to go and put tea tree in this as well for the antifungal, antibacterial, so that that will just give the shower a really beautiful clean. And as well in my bottles, like the one I use in the kitchen, I put drops of On Guard in there as well. So I know that all my surfaces are really clean and toxic free. That's it. Okay, you guys, I would love to hear your stories. Are you guys making stuff at home? Have you started doing this yet? Do you have any recipes that you'd like to share with us? Because everybody's got their own little concoctions, and you might experiment with this and then choose to do something else, add it to the mix. So I'd love to hear what you've been doing, and we can all learn from each other. But this is just one simple, look at how quickly I just did this. And that's my cleaning cupboard now. I can use these sprays for cleaning down glass, for cleaning down surfaces, for cleaning things on the floor. I use it for cleaning Violet's toys. So yeah, just look how simple it can be. Just baby steps. Thanks everyone. See you next time.